Today I want to talk to you about the biggest misconceptions that I faced when I was starting out a business. And I know you're interested in starting, and the reason I know is because most of the people who are watching my videos are at this stage where they are beginning their consultancy businesses, and that is service-based businesses. Now, even me, when I started out, about 2 years ago, fully into consultancy, I had the same worries. And one of the reasons why I was afraid of even starting is because I did not believe my ability to handle the things they're supposed to handle. I did not believe in my ability to run a business. I did not think I'll ever be able to find a good lead expert to work with. There are so many beliefs outside there. An associate environmental consultant cannot set up their business, they cannot run their businesses. There are so many things I was afraid of, and one of them was, am I going to get clients? Will I be able to deliver? So many of them. And now that I've been in the field for 2 years as a full-time environmental consultant, the environmental consultancy pays my bills, it does everything for me. Now I see how I was afraid of so many things that really didn't exist, or that really don't really exist, and they don't really matter when you're starting out. And now, of course, I want to give you these misconceptions that I had from my experience of being in the field for 4 years, 2 years employment in an environmental in NEMA office, and 2 years as a full-time environmental consultant. What I've learned, and the misconceptions that held me back then, and what I have learned about them now. So I know you're interested, so keep on watching. And one of the biggest misconception is that imposter syndrome will go away after I am an expert. So like after I have practiced, after I have served several people, this imposter syndrome stuff is going to go away. Now, this is a brutal truth. It doesn't go away. You live with it. It is always there. And now let me tell you why imposter syndrome is not going to go anywhere. It is because before I began, I was like, am I really an expert? Can I be able to deliver? Can I be able to do this on my own without really having somebody else to hold my hand? But then after I did that, I was like, oh, I have already done this. I got my own clients. I was like, oh, now you have done it, you have proven to be an expert, so now you think now this imposter syndrome you had before you begin, that is going to go away? No. Now you're already in the business. Now you need to take your business to the next level. Now you're like, will I be able to make it to the next level? Like you want to make $500,000 in 6 months. Are you going to be able to make that? You want to make 1M in 6 months. Then you'll be like, oh, making $500,000 in 6 months was easy. Do I have the ability to make 1 million in 6 months? Now, so it does not go away. What happens is you feel the fear, but you do it anyway. So when you're beginning, you have fears. You don't know if you're an expert, you don't know how to get clients, you don't know if people will really buy into you. And then you get to the business, they buy, you serve them, you're an expert, you're feeling good. But then your business is growing. At this other level, you're here, you're also feeling fear of how you're going to get here. And then you get here, and now you have to take your business here. And then you're here, and then you don't know how you're going to be. Are you capable? Are you confident enough? Are you an expert enough to take your business to this level? And then you get here, and then you have to go here. So imposter syndrome does not come to an end. And I want to show you this on this diagram that I'm going to show you on my screen now. What is on your screen? As you can see, that is a graph that has been designed. It is not my graph, as you can see. I have sourced it out. Now this one is going to show you the percentage of how confidence and experience, what happens. The imposter syndrome is now the curve of imposter syndrome. Now at 0, your confidence is really high, and the reason it is very high is because you don't know what you don't know. Okay, that's a big fact. That's a phase that I have had. You don't know what you don't know, and so if you're beginning, you don't know what you don't know. So what you have is you think you have your licenses, you have your permit, you have your company registered, you have this energy, so you're like, now is it, I'm going to kill this. But of course you don't know what you don't know. You don't know that you need to market, you don't know how to sell, you don't know whom you're targeting. But because you don't know those things, they don't worry you. What you have is total confidence of how you're going to conquer the market. And then you start working because you have your legal requirements. Now you start working. You get your first client, and then you learn, I don't know how to sell. I don't even know who my clients are. There are so many things you don't know. You go getting experience. And when you start working, you realize there are skills you need. There are resources you don't have. There are skills you never thought you need. Like, for example, personally, when I started working out, I was an expert. I was really an expert. But now outside here, you're running this as a business. You need to market yourself. You need to learn how to sell. You need to learn how to deal with your finances. You need customer service skills. You need how to say no to clients. There are so many other skills that you learn. Oh my God, I needed this, but I don't know how. So now your confidence starts going down because you're realizing, oh my God, I need to have learned all these things and I don't know this. So as you're gaining your experience, at some point, your confidence continues to decrease. And most of us are at this level where you're gaining experience and your confidence is decreasing. So don't you worry, I got you. And as you can see from this graph, it is just part of the learning curve. Now, it gets to a point where you have learned all these things. You have learned what you need. And now you have gotten the skills, the resources, and everything that you have. You're getting the experience. You're working with different clients, learning, getting the skills, refining the skills that you need. Now, you get to a point where you realize you start hanging around people who have made it. You start hanging around people who have done this before you. They start telling you. Now you start serving big clients. You start getting good feedback from your clients. Now you start being able to hit the goals you thought you'd not be able to hit. Now your experience is still growing. Now that way your confidence now starts coming up. So now at this level, your confidence is very high, and that is normal, and that is how the confidence works even in this field. So by the time I get to a place where I'm now comfortable making videos to advise my fellow environmental consultant, it means I've gone through the phase. When I was going down, I felt like I wanted to give up every other day of my life, I swear to God. But right now, I've been confident, I've been in the place I've fallen, I have given up. But right now, by the time I get to this level of trying to get people to cross over that bridge, it means now my confidence has gone back up. And one second that I'm going to steal for you here is that you need to really work on your mindset. How you think and beliefs that you have that could be holding you back, my friend. If you really want to get at this level, you need to really start working on your beliefs and on your mindset. And that is personal development. In case you want me to start making videos on personal development, let me know down in the comment section so that we can be able to tackle that phase also. The next misconception that I'm going to bust in this case is that money don't really matter. I know you're about to click out of this video. I know you're about to probably rolling your eyes. Let me tell you what I mean. Listen to me before you go out. What I mean. When you're starting out, of course, the only thing that you need is money. And of course, I'm not going to tell you otherwise. When you're starting out, sell. In this video, we talked about if you're starting out, the area of your business that you need to be focused on is selling. So go ahead and sell. But as you grow your business, as you start healing, as you start hitting milestones, you realize it's not about money, because the goal will be to make 50,000 a month. And then you hit your 50,000 a month and you'll be like, oh, can I make 75? And you hit 75,000 a month. And then you'll be like, can I make 100? You hit 100 in a month. And you'll be like, can I make 150 in a month? And you hit that. And you will always want to move up and up and up. It's a chase. You never come to an end of this business chase. So in the beginning, it's about money, of course. But as you get money, and this one is really directly related to the needs of human needs, the needs of human, or the nature of human needs. as you're beginning, as you're down here, of course, the things that you need is psychological needs. You need food, you need rent and stuff. Then you start needing security. You need money to pay your rent. You need this to be a stable business. But after that, you want to belong. Now the third phase of development of need is where you want to belong. You want to belong, or you want to associate with people who have made it, so you make more money. And as you go up the hierarchy, the more you're making more money, the more you go up the hierarchy. So when you're starting out right now, it's okay, look for money, get the money. Of course, that is the only way to go up. Now, once you get money, then you realize, oh, it's about serving people. It's about building a business that leaves a legacy for you. Now it becomes more of a mission. It becomes more of a purpose for you. And then you realize that it's not all about you. It's just about you. The people who are getting benefits from your services, the people you have employed, if you have already scaled, they're really looking up to you. So it is not about money, it's about even other people you have employed, their families. You're touching so many other people. So it's now not about money. You want to make more money so that you can help more money, because as you make more money, the more problems you have, the more people will depend on you. So yes, when you're beginning out, it's okay, but as you grow up, you realize it's not about money. It's not about money. And that is a misconception that has been laid out there that I wanted to bust. Business is not all about money. Okay. The other misconception that is outside there that I wish to bust is that when you get it, utakuwa umefika, like you hit your business goals and then you're going to flex outside here. You know, like you're going to wear all designer clothes, the bag you're carrying, the shoe, the car you're driving. And then you get there and you're like, oh, these things don't really mean anything to me. That's true. The more you're making, the more you're succeeding in business. Before you started, you thought if you make your business, the car you're going to drive, if you make it in business, the shoe, the brands you'll be wearing, and then you get there, you're like, oh, it doesn't really make a big difference. And I know you have seen this. You have seen big business people who are just so casual and so humble. You realize it's not about, these things are meaningless when you get there, because you have other bigger problems to solve, because you of course want to take your business even higher. Your spending also matures. By the time you're getting your business to that level, you're mature on how you spend. Like things that you thought were meaningful now become meaningless, and you have other bigger purposes or other bigger missions that you want to hit. And also, as you grow your business, the more expenses the more it gets expensive. The higher the business, the higher the expense it gets. As you're succeeding, you get more obligations on you. You have people you have employed, like I said, their families depend on the salary you give these people. You have people to supervise. Before that, it was only you and the client and your laptop and you delivering. But now it's between you, your laptop, your client, and there are several people to help you out with things that you need. Now you start looking at the bigger goal of your business. You start looking at things like if this person are they delivering? Are they giving you everything they should give you? Are you really utilizing them? It becomes more than just things that you thought was about. Like you thought you get to business and then it's all about driving, going to the Pacific Ocean and all these things. Then you realize, oh, you get there, they don't make sense anymore to you. And that is true. When you get there, you realize. The other thing that I thought was true before I started my business is that I thought the more you make money, the more you're rich. Wow. No. The more money you make does not automatically make you rich, or does it not necessarily make you wealthy. The word here is wealthy. The more you make money in your business, the higher the amount of needs your business needs to get there. So you invest more to make more. The needs are even higher than when you're starting out, you have very few needs. But as your business grows, the needs are also growing. So the gap is always equal, doesn't matter where you're in business. Okay? So if it's a 20% profit, if your business is worth 20 million, the 20% profit is the same 20% profit of somebody's whose business is worth 50,000. it's the same. The gap is the same, because the lower the amount of money you're making, the lower the expenses of the business. But the higher you're making in your business, the higher the business expenses. So it's all about the game. Business is all about the game. You set a goal, and then you're like, can I hit this one? And then you hit it, and then you're like, oh. So think what you need to do is not really fighting and killing yourself to make money, thinking after you've made all this money, now you're wealthy. Now you're going to do all these things you thought you're going to do. I mean, it does not go that way. You get to business and you're like, it's not that one. It's not that way. It's not what I thought it was. So what I would say is enjoy the process of building a business. Now, you have seen people who have built businesses, scaled the businesses, they have made big, impactful businesses, and then they come back and start teaching other people how to make that. You realize, business, it's a system. This is a system, step by step. If you can be able to figure out those steps, and if you can be able to follow up on those steps, then it becomes very easy. You find people who have 50 businesses that are successful, because business is a game. If you understand how to play the game, it's like the way you play a game. If you know where to place what, then you're good to go. So until you get to that place, I mean, just learn the game of business. And once you learn the game of business, enjoy playing the game and have fun as you play the game. Money is not really such a big deal, and the more you make money doesn't mean you're even rich or anything. Just enjoy the process of creating the business game. Now, like I said, it's a game, so it is you to know where you want to play, what step to take. It's a game. It's not open mind. You have to try it out and see, and that is why it is fun, and that is why it should be fun, because games are meant to be fun. So have fun as you create your business. Well, make sure to watch the videos that I'm going to link at the end of this video, and also subscribe to my channel. I can only wish that you subscribe to my channel to get more of such videos, and hit on the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you are notified, so that you can watch it before it is called. But have a beautiful day, have a beautiful week. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.